It is possible that the women's volleyball program has produced a better setter than Katie Nichols. It's also conceivable that there may have been a better offensive player or maybe even a more effective blocker. But when it came to putting all three of those ingredients together, setting, attacking, and blocking, the 5'11" Katie Nichols was in a class by herself. In a brilliant 4-year career between 1988 and 1991, the Mystic, Connecticut native dominated New England as a rare multi-dimensional athlete. She was a 3-time All-East Region and 2-time first-team All-New England selection who was named New England Division III Player of the Year as a senior. Today, Katie's the only player in program history who resides among the all-time top 10 in kills, assists, and blocks. Katie helped the Warriors to 4 postseason tournaments, the first one culminating with an ECAC championship. Despite regularly playing the top Division II and III teams in the Northeast throughout Katie's career, Eastern won 115 matches and lost only 46 for a winning percentage of .714. As a senior co-captain, Katie was named to all tournament teams 6 times, which brought her career total to 13. In 1991, Katie led the Warriors to a 40-9 record for a winning percentage of .816 that still ranks as the second best in program history. During her spectacular senior season, Eastern won 28 and lost 1 against New England competition and captured 3 in-season tournament titles. The Warriors opened that season by winning 22 of their first 23 matches and soon after were ranked a program best 7th nationally. Katie's 676 kills that year are still a season record, and her 1,346 attack attempts and .441 attack percentage still ranks 2nd all-time in a season.
There are so many happy memories of growing up with my older sister, Kate. It is obvious at a young age she was gifted with some height. Just look at those legs. My sister was long and lean and destined to play a sport where her height could be utilized. Somewhere around the age of 12, she began playing volleyball. I too wanted very badly to play volleyball, just like my big sister. But I was 3 years younger and easily 3 feet shorter. I wasn't even 5 feet, and she was like 6'10" or something. She could spike the ball over the net, and I could clear the bottom of the net just by walking under it. She could set the ball with ease, and I could barely lift it. So I just watched in awe as my sister, my idol, began to master the game of volleyball. Kate was quite the phenomenon in high school, of course, but it was at Eastern where she really took her game and her team to the next level. My favorite story of Kate and her Eastern teammates has to do with their training regimen and diets during season. Oh, how her teammates must have envied her as she had to bulk up and eat M&Ms, Twinkies, and Ho-Hos to hit her body fat target. Ooh, tough problem to have, huh? Her team often referred to M&Ms as her power pellets. None of this was a surprise to her family, as she was always dipping in the chip and cookie bags growing up. So not only did my sister get all the height, but she also got the skinny genetics too. I never had that problem, as I was always trying to keep my backside into those tiny volleyball bloomers that some people actually call underwear. Nonetheless, she was my idol, and I remained in awe watching her progress in her volleyball career. My sister and I never got an opportunity to play together on the same team, so my favorite memory was the historic collegiate match between Eastern during Kate's senior year and Springfield College during my freshman year. It was sincerely one of the highlights of my own career to be playing my sister, my idol, the legendary Kate Nichols. I was so anxious to play. My bag was packed with my uniform, knee pads, sneakers, and apparently a big can of hairspray. Can we take a look at those hairdos? Our entire hometown showed up for the big event. Our dad showed up in his Fitch High School t-shirt, where we obviously both attended, and sat in the middle of the bleachers, flush with the net, so as to not look like he was taking sides. Although I think I'm his favorite. Anyway, the match was fun. As usual, Kate shined, especially when she drove a spike right to me, and my face drove right into the court. Yeah, that was a good time. Eastern won the match, but I felt like the real winner, having the opportunity to play against my sister.
Hi, Kate. It's Coach Crabtree. Whatever you do with all those plaques and trophies, you have my congratulations. Thanks for all the great leadership on and off the court. It was very appreciated. Remember the night when we were in Aruba on an Aruba trip, when we had to put the team to bed very early? You and Ginny sure took care of all that very fast. You made coaching easy. You were the most versatile player Easton has ever had. How about that right side defense? Anyway, wish I could be there, but I scheduled this trip to Budapest before I knew you were to be inducted. Keep in touch.
Great teammate. Always worked her butt off on the court. You always knew that when you needed a go-to person, that go-to person was Katie Nichols. All I can say is that, she's Little East Player of the Year, and she's all New England this, and she's all American that, and evidently she's now the Connecticut Hall of Fame for volleyball, and here she is at Eastern for the Hall of Fame here. Yeah, that's my teammate. That's my teammate. It was great to finally be able to say that she's my teammate and to let her unleash her fury on the other teams that we were playing against.
Katie had incredible hands, so it allowed her to set the ball very, very well, to pass the ball very, very well. She had 6-foot height, which made a huge difference. That you can't coach, you can't teach. They are or they aren't. But Katie used what she had in her quickness, her seeing the floor, getting to where she wanted to be, and then just that determination level of, I'm going to hit the floor with it. I worked too hard to get where we are. My teammates worked too hard to get me the ball. Somebody's going to eat this thing. And it gave the team a cockiness and an attitude that really helped us win.
Katie Nichols, hands above the best player I've ever played with, and probably the best captain I've ever had, and it was a pleasure to be able to call her my teammate.
So here we are, honoring Kate today, just as many of us had predicted. As I have mentioned many times, I have always looked up to my sister as my idol. I wanted to take this opportunity and thank my sister today, and step away from volleyball for just a minute and tell her why she is truly my idol. You see, Kate, it's not by the speed of your volleyball serve, the placement of your set, or the angle of your spike that has placed you up on a pedestal for me. It is your innate ability to be selfless, compassionate, dependable, and loyal. We are all proud of your athletic accomplishments, which we celebrate today. But it is duly noted that we are extremely proud of your personal accomplishments and who you are as an individual. You are a caring daughter, a mother with unconditional love, a dependable friend, and most dear to my heart, you are a sister with whom my life would not be complete. We all love you and could not be more proud. Today we celebrate you, Kate. Congratulations.